Hi, class, and welcome to week four. Today, or in this video, we're just going to go over what are the expectations for week four, because this week you have your first exam, so it will look a little different. We will still have a chapter of the textbook to go over, but just one chapter this week, and that will be chapter 5, which will be linked here. This is your week 4 page inside of module 4 or module for week 4. So read through chapter 5. You will need it for the exam, so I recommend you starting off with chapter 5, working through the chapter 5 video lecture as well, which will be the primary lecture for this week. Then once you complete that, you can hop on over to your exam and complete exam 1 by June 30th. Unlike in the prior weeks, you do not need to turn in your exercises for chapter 5. Those will just be on your own. Your actual ability to complete that work will be examined in the exam, so you don't need to upload any exercises for chapter 5. So what will your exam look like? So your exam, I've uploaded this actual Quarto document for you. So largely you can just kind of fill in the various R code bubbles with your code that you need for the exam. And I also uploaded a data set in the exam. So when you go to click on the exam, the instructions will include this document as well as the data set. You have all the way up until June 30th at 11:59 p.m. to complete the exam. So the expectation is that you will submit a rendered document, so in the format of a docx or a PDF, to as your upload for your exam by June 30th. You can go ahead and open the exam. You can download exam 1. You can download the data set and work on it for as long as you wish. Uh, the only time limit is that you have to have it submitted on June 30th. Other than that, you can work on it for as many times as you want. So this gives a brief description of what the data set is. So this is just a simulated data set for you to play around with that have known effects. So we can see if you can actually figure out the correct effects. Essentially, it's a example of a pharmacological experiment where 5 different dosages, 0 being placebo, 1, 2, 3, or 4 milligrams per kilogram of a drug that is thought to prevent aging, was administered for 6 weeks to 250 dogs. The dogs were randomly assigned the dosage, and all of the dogs received a pre and a post administration cognitive test. And that test score was scaled from 1 to 10. So there was a pre-test at the beginning, then they received either 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4 milligrams per kilogram of a drug to evaluate if it would influence cognition over 6 weeks. And then there was a post-test. What I want you to do is tell me, was there any effect? Was that effect similar across the different dosages? Was there any effect of one of the control conditions, which includes whether they were male, female, or the age of the animal? So then here I kind of outline a little bit. You do not have to follow this outline. So I expect the minimum of this outline, but if you want to add extra or go into different depth, then by all means, please do. So first, load the data. So give me the code on how to load the data and load your packages. Glimpse the data. So tell me what you see when you glimpse the data, what the different variables are in the data set, what you expect, any particular observations. Give me some numerical summaries. So here you can use your dplyr to group by, mutate to create new variables. So say, for example, you want to do a pre or a post-test minus a pre-test to look at change in pre-test for post-test. Maybe you want to look at the average cognitive score pre and post for each of the different dosages that were administered would be great. All of those different things. So explore the data thoroughly by looking and creating data tables. And then I want you to do the same thing graphically by plotting raw data, summary data, rain cloud plots if you wish, any combination thereof that you think explores the data and presents the data in a way that allows you to make interpretations. Then, without necessarily doing a statistical test, you can do a statistical test. That's not going to give you any bonus points in this case, because the purpose is for you to be able to clean, tidy, and prepare your data for that final statistical test, but also to do that graphical exploration. So you should generally know what the results are at the end of your graphical exploration that your statistics should just confirm for you. So I want you to go ahead and give me a couple of paragraph summary of what the actual results are. What do you see, and what did you learn from your graphical and or numerical exploration of the data? Do all the dogs respond the same? Are there some dogs that respond differently? Maybe you could use something like facet wrap to look at, or individual line plots to look at individual dogs. You can explore in all different kinds of ways. Again, this is, an essay type of question where you can deliver the bare minimum for credit all the way out to a very thorough kind of answer. So please dig deep and look and see, are there any differences between any of them? But make sure to answer at minimum the questions that are here. And then you would render this document, and then that would be the upload for your exam. All right. Hopefully this week will be fun. Welcome to week 4.